Hi, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your May 27th horoscope and energy reading. I love the end of the month. Okay, guys, so let's talk about it, because, it's better rip off the Band-Aid than gently pull it off. So the moon is going into Libra, which is very good. So let's talk about a moon in Libra. The energy that you get from a moon in Libra is just a very balanced, it's a very, it's a very loving type of a moon, but it's not like gooey. It's not like a Cancer moon that's just very emotional and very, lovey in that way. It's more like a partnership moon where you look at everything pretty much rationally. If something were to come up into your partnerships, you could probably see it for what it is on a very logical level, and you can be like, okay, this totally just happened, and let's try to find the common ground. Let's not get too excited about it. Like, I know that we can work through this, and you just have that kind of disposition when you have a Libra moon in energy. You want to just weigh every type of issue. Can make you incredibly indecisive, and the problem with an indecisive Libra moon is that we're already caught up in a bunch of indecisive energy, and that indecisive energy is, you've got your Sun in Gemini, you've got Mars in Gemini, you've got Mercury in Gemini, you've got Saturn in Sagittarius, although that is kind of a fixed energy, it's still a mutable energy, and you have Pisces in Neptune and Pisces, and so again, that's another dual energy. So indecisiveness, I think, is definitely going to be the key for this particular day, but not in a crazy chaotic week, I think, like we had last week. I think that this is just going to be definitely a week where we look at things on, just a much more accountable level. We consider the good for all. This isn't just an ego-based energy where we just do what's good for ourselves, although pleasing ourselves is going to be top on our list with all of this energy and all of these dualistic signs. And all these dual signs. So let's talk about it. I want to break it all down because I'm getting ahead of myself. The Sun in Gemini is going to be trining the moon in Libra. Let's talk about that. So when your Sun is in Gemini and it's trining the moon in Libra, that means these two are working together. They're kind of taking advantage of just how well they work together. When you have a trine, trines can go two ways. Trines can either be an energy that, really just works so harmoniously together that everything flows seamlessly. And that's kind of the way that your Libra moon is going to like it. It's going to like it to just, conversations, they're not going to like them to be combative. They're going to be like, you're going to like them to be where they just flow and everybody's on the same page, and it's just it's a harmonious resolution for all. Like, it's going to be that type of a moon type energy. And so that can be very well if you do come across something that is an ego-based issue. You're going to rationally look at it, you're going to emotionally detach from it, and you're going to look at it from all angles. And this is going to be, so that could be a great feel-good energy day as far as in your ego and as far as in your emotional well-being. I do want to warn you that the Sun in Gemini is still going to be squaring off with Neptune and Pisces. So just know that. Okay, just know that when they're squaring off, it's not going to be this, oh, I'm so in love and the energy is so great and everything is so perfect type of energy, but you're to the point to where you're delusional. No, you have a Libra moon, so you're completely rational in all of your thinking. You completely understand every aspect of it, and it makes you logically interpret it, and it gets you a great resolution. So then the moon in Libra is also going to be sextiling Saturn in Sagittarius. So I love this. Now, there's a couple reasons why I do. Venus is the planet of that rules your relationships as well as your money. So this could mean that you have some clarity in those areas, right? And Saturn is letting you outside to play. You're not sitting in Saturn's play, in classroom like this, like, I wish I could just go outside and play. It's so sunny. No, you get to go outside and play. You get to have pleasure. You get to have something that emotionally pleases you, okay? Because, and it's going to be an ego-based issue. So it's something that's going to please you on all levels. Something wonderful could happen in a partnership. Some kind words, some generosity. You could do something that just karmically rights a past wrong, and it creates this wonderful conversation that in turn is a feel-good type of an energy. I love trines. Sextiles. Sextiles are energies that work together. They have a ballet up in the heavens, and when you move like this, your partner just moves like this, and it knows how to move. That's that kind of energy. And I love this about today, especially when we don't have Saturn in a cantankerous little mood where it's just it's making us learn all of our lessons and it's slapping our hands. No, it's benefic today. So this could be something that you just come up with a new process or a new way of doing things that actually elevates your life and takes you to the next level. You do have Saturn in Sagittarius. It is going to be opposing Mars, the Sun, and Mercury, all in Gemini. And remember, these guys are the team. They're up there. So if something pisses off Saturn in Gemini energy, then it's going to piss off the entire team. So you really want to concentrate on the moon in Libra. Is going to be sextiling Saturn. You want to have Libra-based actions to everything. If you start getting cocky and full of yourself and you start going for instant gratification, if you start going for, being aggressive in conversations or aggressive with people, if you start working on poor coping methods, then you're going to fall into where there's an opposition with Saturn, and Saturn's going to become malefic, not benefic. So the way to be on Saturn's good side is to sit like a good person in school. Let Saturn be ready to let you out for recess once it thinks that you deserve it. That's the best way to have the best energy. Neptune in Pisces is going to be opposing Mars in Gemini, the Sun in Gemini, and Mercury in Gemini. You really, really want to elevate your mind. I think the key here is not to work on low level of thinking, is to work on your higher elevated thinking. I think if you do that, then Saturn becomes benefic. And Neptune in Pisces, they meet in the middle. But I think that if we are working with the lower type of an instant gratification of a me attitude of everything should be about having fun and not being accountable and not thinking of others. If you start falling into that trap, I guarantee you that Saturn is not going to like it, and Saturn is going to slap the crap out of you. It's going to be like, like that. So I say, don't. Adapt a little patience. Adapt a little understanding that there's more to the world than just you. Adapt a little, communication style that allows you to contemplate and think about how your actions affect others, and then, move forward with that type of energy. I do want to say that still the Mars in Gemini, the Sun in Gemini, and Mercury in Gemini are still going to be sextiling your South Node, and it's going to be trining your North Node in Libra. So guys, what's going on is elevating you. It's creating new processes that utilize both your south node and your north node thinking. So this is ascension plus utilizing your predisposed wiring to get ahead. If you stay in the higher vibration of today, I feel that today is going to be a wonderful day. I think it's going to be a fabulous day. I think if you start falling into the lower levels of vibration, and I think if you start wanting instant gratification, and if you start wanting to be ego-based and pull back into your past way of being, I think you're going to start to come up against some opposition, and today is going to be a highly unpleasant day for you. Especially when it comes to conversations with others. If you get caught up in conversations where you are a combative person, where you are completely going off of the Mars energy and in Gemini and you're using words as weapons, I think that you could find today being an absolute horrible day for you. Again, we're in dualistic energy. We're in energy that is nothing but two ways of being in vibration. You can elevate this and make the best out of this situation every day this week. Or you could have a really effing bad day, dude. You could have a day from hell every day this week. It's up to you. There's support either way. You'll learn either way. I'm going to tell you that there's no getting away from the lessons that the universe is trying to teach you. It's just, do you want to learn them the easy way or do you want to learn them the hard way? I mean, it's completely up to you. I hope you enjoyed today's energy reading and horoscope, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.